Consistency sucks. You know, flatland is hard and you have to be dedicated and committed to the consistency and going out there and practicing the same thing over and over again, because that's what flatland is. And if that's not something you're interested in doing, then maybe you should just move on and go do something else. And that's not a bad thing. Flatland definitely isn't for everybody. But if it is for you, you gotta know, even for the most patient people in the world, it's gonna be frustrating. Sometimes it really just makes me feel like I want to sell my bike for $1 or just give it away to someone, anyone, please. Consistency is such an important part of flatland, and judges are going to be looking for that when you're riding in a contest and doing your tricks. If you're shaky and on the edge of maybe pulling it or not pulling it, or if it looks like you're out there, you're having fun and you know what you're doing and you're in control of your bike. It makes a difference. And some bike. Hold on one second. Hold that thought. Hold it. Consistency is basically just about doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again, to the point where your mind is so because you're so sick of doing the same monotonous thing over and over and over and over again. But the reality is, in flatland, if you're not willing and committed to be doing the same thing again until you land it, you just have to be. You just have to. That's what flatland is, and it sucks for some people. It takes a long time if you're like me, but that's what consistency is, and it makes you a better rider. You just got to keep practicing that one thing over and over again, which is why a lot of riders wear headphones when they ride and listen to music. It could actually be helpful when you're doing something that's really monotonous. It sort of helps get your mind off what you're doing. And sometimes when you lose your train of thought and stop thinking about what you're doing, you actually start pulling it. So that's pretty cool too, because when you lose that fear factor in your head of, oh, I'm scared of going over my bars or doing this or that, and you're just listening to your music, sometimes you actually pull it. So I find that. Anyways, boom. I hate riding. I'm selling my bike for $1. So it's one thing to be able to pull something once in a while for a camera, but it's a total another thing to be able to pull something whenever you want to pull it, and just to be consistent in it. And I always say to try to pull it 9 out of 10 times, because pulling it 10 out of 10 times is impossible unless your name is Matt Wilhelm. I say that as kind of a funny story, because the very first time I saw Matt Wilhelm ride in person, my jaw sort of just hit the floor, because I was like, I see people riding in videos, but to see someone ride flawless in real life is just mind-blowing, and he was amazing. We took a road trip down to Georgia a couple of years ago with Matt Coolman and our friend Corey, and it was a pretty rad trip. The definition of flatland to me is doing the impossible on a BMX, and it takes tons of patience and then some. Anyone? Anyone? $1. Flatland teaches you to never give up. So earlier today, my boss woman from Magnolia, whom I love with all my heart, sent me a text of a video of a model named Lauren who tried flatland for the first time, and it was actually a pretty cool video. And Lauren, if you by any chance watch this, just tons of respect for you for picking up a bike and trying to throw down what you're trying to throw down. It's tough as anything. Below you can go check out the video and watch her experience trying to ride flatland. It's pretty cool, and I think it goes to show that a lot of people don't really understand or able to respect flatland in the manner that I feel it should be respected, because it's so difficult. But it was really cool to see how she got out there and expected that she was going to be able to learn a combo in one day, but realized how hard it was and got really frustrated, and in the end she didn't pull the combo. It takes guts to do that, and yeah, it's really hard. It's taken me years, sometimes 2 years, sometimes months, occasionally a week to learn a trick, but it takes a long time. So, and it just goes to show that consistency is what flatland is all about. You gotta keep practicing. 2014 with Magnolia BMX, our Flatland team is running a progression project where we really want to push female Flatlanders just to raise the bar for the female flatland scene and in their own personal riding, just to raise the level of consistency and the level of difficulty in female riding. And I really hope that whoever you are watching this, that you'll just get on board and support what we're doing. If you're a female, get involved in this project and get prepared to push yourself in 2014. The only time you should be sitting on your butt is when you're sitting on the pavement because you just fell off your bike. If there's any companies out there watching us who want to get involved in supporting and pushing the female flatland scene, I mean, we're maybe not a big demographic to sell to in BMX or Flatland, but we are growing and we are going to make it there one day, and I hope that you're going to want to be a part of what we do. Email me, see how you can get involved. We're looking for some prizes to give away to girls who really push it hard. And this isn't about being the best Flatlander, it's going to be about who's the girl who's learning the most and pushing the most. So stay tuned to my vlogs and to Magnolia BMX to find out what's coming in 2014. You're not going to want to miss it. Just wanted to give a shout out to you girls and say thank you for your emails and your encouragement. It really means more than you know, and I love hearing from you. I'm so stoked that you girls are into like riding Flatland, and some of you are talking about purchasing bikes for the first time. It's so rad. Just want to say thank you, because months like this month I was just like, oh, I don't want to make a video, but you really motivated me receiving some of your emails just to get off my butt and come do this vlog. So thank you.
The sun is filling up the room, and I can hear you dreaming. Do you feel the way I do right now? I wish we would just give up, 'cause the best part is falling.